Welcome to the Predicting SSB4 series, or Super Smash Bros. 4. And we're going to start things off by going over changes that should be made with previous characters. Now, bear in mind, I'm reading everything off of the script, so sorry if I'm not looking straight into your face.
Mario!
Mario is a pretty good fighter overall, and his most recent appearance in Brawl is almost perfect. However, I say ditch the Flood Pack. When I first heard of it, I thought it'd be pretty cool and all, but the thing barely works. Let the Flood Pack be an item, or don't put it in the game at all. And Mario's Final Smash needs to actually work well next time. It seems like whenever I used it, I never hit anybody, or I did and it didn't really do anything. Link is also very balanced, but there really isn't any changes I want to see in him. He wasn't as strong as I expected him to be in Brawl, so maybe give him a little extra power and he's good to go.
Donkey Kong!
Donkey Kong is kind of on the same boat as Link. He didn't seem to be as powerful as I expected him to be. His charged up punch needs to be as strong as, say, Captain Falcon's Falcon Punch. Other than that, keep him the way he is. Oh, and give the Brute a better Final Smash than banging on Congos? How about riding on a railway, crushing everyone in the style of Captain Falcon's Final Smash?
Kirby!
Kirby doesn't need to be changed in any way whatsoever. However, they should give his boulder ground pound attack thing a little more variety. He turns into like 4 or 5 things. How about make it 10? And every boulder should create a different side effect, such as a fireball adding burn damage.
Pikachu!
Again, Pikachu is great the way he is, but he also needs a new Final Smash. Turning into the Volt Ball thing is cool and all, but how about something even more drastic? Either have him evolve into Raichu or create a huge thunderstorm or something insane like that. Samus doesn't need to be changed either. Aside from her Final Smash that should stretch out to fit almost the whole screen, I find myself having trouble hitting people with her attack. And Zero Suit Samus needs all new moves overhaul. It's fine that she uses her whip, but not for almost every attack. Give her more variety of attacks, please.
Yoshi!
Here's a character that truly is perfect. Even the Final Smash is awesome. The only thing that's very minor that could be better is letting Yoshi aim his fireballs via Yoshi's Island style. But that would be hard to control. But with the Wii U gamepad, who knows what's possible.
Fox!
There are a few things Fox needs changed. First off, when he does his triple jump, why did they change him to say, FIRE? What was wrong with HIYA? I prefer that sound effect. And please let only one of the Star Fox characters keep hold of the big ship Landmaster Final Smash. Why not give Fox the Lilat?
Captain Falcon!
Captain Falcon is a great character and was balanced out well in Brawl. However, his Final Smash seemed kind of last minute. It's one thing to throw the characters onto an F-Zero stage and drive through them, but can't we control the car? I want to actually use my thumb and aim for the opponents.
Jigglypuff!
Jiggly, I have nothing to say for you. You're simply perfect. Don't even want to change your Final Smash.
Ness!
I didn't see any problems with the way Ness controls either, but his Final Smash either needs to be changed, or Lucas's needs to be changed. Dramatize the PSI powers in some fashion, maybe. I don't want any clone Final Smashes in the next game. We already get clone characters, why do we need clone Final Smashes?
Luigi!
Now, I know I was just dissing Mario and his Flood Pack, but I think Luigi taking hold of his vacuum from Luigi's Mansion as a move would be pretty sweet. And during his Final Smash, he could have ghosts surrounding his weird orb thing, and maybe the ghosts could catch opponents. And they could hold them inside and send them to the sky till they die.
Zelda! Sheik!
Again, these characters don't need any change. However, I find that when they switch people, the transformation took way too long in Brawl, and should be slowed down to the pace as it was in Melee. Also, these characters need much more unique Final Smashes. I don't play a lot of Zelda, but I'm sure Zelda has had plenty of different forms and influences to make great Final Smashes, instead of just an arrow.
Peach!
I don't know anyone that likes Peach, but she should stay the way that she is anyway. Of course, her Final Smash is a total joke, and that needs to be changed. Give her the powers she had for Super Princess Peach, and allow the player to choose her motion with the Wii U gamepad! Whoa. Just thought of an innovation.
Ice Climber.
Here's a character that also didn't change much from Melee to Brawl, and there is honestly nothing to say about her. Who gives a damn about Ice Climbers? I sure don't.
Bowser.
The only thing that should change with Bowser is his butt slam. We already have Yoshi, King Dedede, and Kirby doing that. Give him something else, anything else. Aside from that, it would be awesome to have a costume change where he looked like the final Bowser from Super Mario 64.
Falco.
I was glad to see Falco much different to Fox and Brawl, but I feel like him kicking out his projector was pretty useless, and it should just stay the same as Fox's or be replaced with something else completely different. I never was able to put that to good use, to be honest. And of course he needs a new Final Smash different to Fox's and Wolf's.
Ganondorf.
Ganondorf needs to change completely. I don't want another clone of Captain Falcon. It's fine to keep him a slow character, but he needs to be played in a new, revamped way.
Mr. Game & Watch.
There really isn't a lot to say about Mr. Game & Watch, besides give him a more useful Final Smash. I'm sure the octopus thing came from some Game & Watch game 30 years ago, but how about give him a useful Final Smash?
Marth.
I've never played Fire Emblem, but Marth seems to be a lot like a Mario figure. If that's the case, why is his Final Smash as simple as stabbing his sword into somebody? Can't they have thought of something just a tad more creative?
Toon Link.
First things first, let Young Link and Toon Link just be costume changes. Also, change up the moves please, we don't need a clone of Link. I hate clone characters! They may as well not be characters if they have the same moves as someone else. Also, Toon Link needs a new Final Smash, maybe from the games Little Boy Link was in. What about smashing his sword through someone's head Wind Waker style? Spoiler alert, by the way.
Diddy Kong.
Diddy Kong has to get rid of his banana attack. The item is annoying enough, so why does Diddy Kong have to hold an unlimited amount? Also, his moves don't feel very smoothed out when playing as him for some reason. I'm not sure what they can do about that, but it should try to be fixed so he's more adaptable to play with.
Wario.
Wario is a very interesting character to play as, and even with a fart and a motorcycle thrown in, he's pretty fun. However, his Final Smash isn't as appealing as I'd hoped for. Remember when you first saw the Super Smash Bros. Trailer, and you saw that huge fart at the end, and you couldn't wait to do that? Then you got the Smash Ball, and you're like, oh my god, it's gonna happen! And then what happens? You turn into WarioWare. Why can't he actually make the nuke fart that we saw in the trailer? That would be friggin' awesome!
King Dedede.
This guy is one of the most awkward characters to play as. He's a bit of powerful and a bit of fast, but not mixed together very well. The big thing he's got to have done is balance out the power and speed of his attacks, and give him a new Final Smash. It's kind of lame.
Ike.
Ike is my favorite character, but I know he's incredibly cheap due to how powerful he is. If they can tone down the amount of power this guy has, it will be better off that way. It'll help everyone feel better knowing I crushed him without being cheap.
Meta Knight.
Again, his Final Smash just doesn't do me in. There is a lot more creativity that can be done than just the screen flashing black and maybe getting slashed. Honestly, everybody's Final Smash should be an instant kill no matter what the percentage. So that means the Smash Ball needs to be really rare.
Pit.
There doesn't need to be any changes with Pit either, aside from the fact that he can basically fly around for forever and never get hit. The whole gliding concept is cool and all, but it's not needed and is very cheap at times.
Wolf.
Wolf shouldn't be in the game unless he is completely different from Fox and Falco. I was excited to play as him when I first got him, and then I found out he was basically a clone of both of them combined. And of course, his Final Smash was the same as Fox's and Falco's. So disappointing. Quality over quantity, Nintendo. Remember that.
Robot.
ROB is one of the strange, unbalanced characters, and I think if they balance and smooth out the way he plays, he'll be much better off. His Final Smash is also ridiculously lame!
Pokemon Trainer.
The only thing the Pokemon Trainer needs changed is to have more added to him. First off, change the name to Ash. We all know that's who this character is representing. And give him more Pokemon, and allow the player to choose which 3 they want to use each match. Give him maybe 3 more to stick with, so the style is similar to the actual Pokemon game.
Lucas.
Once again, we have yet another clone character. Keep Ness the way he is, and make Lucas fight differently, please! Changing his attack to a stick from a bat is not different. It's the same thing! Also, give him a different Final Smash or give Ness a new Final Smash.
Lucario!
Lucario is a clone of Mewtwo. Thank God Mewtwo isn't in the game, or I would have more reason to be upset about another clone. They are a little different, but that's beyond the point. Lucario has got to be a unique fighter.
Pikmin and Olimar!
I wouldn't change a thing about Pikmin, aside from add the new Pikmin, if there are new ones being added for Pikmin 3, and I'm pretty sure there are. I've heard of these rock Pikmin, so I'm sure those will be implemented into Pikmin for the next Smash Bros.
Snake!
Honestly, I was upset to find Snake only using weapons for attacks. I know he's based off of using a lot of weapons, but it would be cooler seeing him go all ninja on everyone!
Sonic!
Sonic has got to have more unique moves too. I think he used his spin attack move a little too often. I say keep his homing dash or dash spin, but the other moves need to be different. Whew. That was a mouthful. I'll see you again tomorrow as we talk about returning characters and new characters.